off the semifinal, the second semifinal of the night. Whoever wins this goes into the grand finals, has their chance against Better in Reverse for the $150. Stefelebots not able to connect on that one. A good flick out from Pruto as he's changed his name. Pluto going up for this one. Met by JamesBot. Here comes two from Genesis, but a good touch from Chrome. Trying to find a teammate across the goal. He does get it. Pluto able to get a flick on. Here comes the third out of Classics, but the save from JamesBot.
That Merc is humongous. And he does such a good job at reading the play to get in front of that shot as well. That was an incredibly smooth passing play. Really good teamwork coming out of this Genesis team.
Yeah, Genesis looking well coordinated right off the bat. As Chrome tries to drop this one down. He does. No one's home as finally JamesBot comes across. JamesBot trying to go for it again. The Merc, that brick in the air. The flying brick.
Brick, okay.
With a pigeon.
That's a great description.
As JamesBot knocks that back to Stev off
so
the
close.
post. Here comes JamesBot again. Trying to put that one on frame. Chrome makes the save. Classics following that one up over to Pluto, who finally does connect, but it wasn't the strongest hit. Stev.
I'm not sure if you saw what happened there, Corelli. Vafeli was actually positioned expecting JamesBot to hit it off the backboard back to him, but unfortunately JamesBot didn't read it.
Oh, the pinch coming out from Chrome and Pluto. It's going straight for the goal, and JamesBot whipped on that one. I thought that was going in. As that ball bounces dangerously in front of the Genesis half, JamesBot can't put that one on frame. That was an open net for him. Genesis trying to get a hold of this ball in the midfield. Here comes Vafeli, though. Trying to go for a second touch. He does get the pinch off of Chrome. And again, out of the corner. Chrome trying to deal with it off the wall. A little too difficult for him as Pluto trying to get more touches here as Classics pops it up over the backboard, but a good save by Stev. Back out to Chrome. He plays it off to JamesBot. Good flick from Pluto as we got a little bit of a tennis match going on, but this one's going towards frame off the crossbar. Now Classics on the ball, picking up the boost. Slowed down by JamesBot. Chrome now on the ball. This could be dangerous. Try to go for the mind game. Vafeli's not tricked by that. Chrome gets the bump on Stev, who keeps the attack on. Stev out to Vafeli. Plays it to the Genesis corner, but slowed down by Pluto. Chrome to follow up. And he gets it past Stev. I didn't even expect that. Genesis taking a 1-0 lead.
Wow, I mean, what a long shot. I told you before, Chrome can shoot. He's no slouch, but Stev just narrowly missing it. Looked a little weird there.
It looked like it went through his car, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that maybe a little bit of lag there. It did definitely go through his car, but
Genesis
he's just going to have to shake it off, huh?
He's going to have to shake it off. That's unfortunate. Stev now trying to make up for it. Not able to beat the last man. Here comes Pluto and Classics. That one pinches off the top of Vafeli's car. Out to Chrome, who brings this one down. Tries to beat the first defender, but not able to get there. Now Vafeli over to JamesBot. Can't connect on that one. Here comes Stev on the follow-up. But Genesis able to clear this one away. Classics trying to slow things down, but gets a Merc to the butt. JamesBot, or excuse me, Classics slows down the attack from Stefelebots. Pluto now trying to get in the way of that. JamesBot, good touch by him to dodge Chrome, but can't dodge Classics as he lost a little bit of control. Chrome trying to knock that one down. He did connect, but the save coming out from Vafeli, and then another save from JamesBot. Classics air dribbling across his goal. A little bit of a dangerous play as Pluto doesn't get good connection on the wall here. Vafeli going off the wall. Decides not to as he sees Classics get up first. Smart play by him, excuse me. And this game, I mean, it's a little bit of back and forth, but really no one's threatening. I mean, we have a goal as soon as I say that.
Commentator's curse like the third time tonight.
That happens so much to me, man.
Actually, this Genesis team going in the lead early on is a really bad thing for Stefelebots. This Genesis team has a lot of strong defenders in both Chrome, Classics, and Pluto. That is like a defensive powerhouse of a team if I've ever seen one. So we're really just going to hope to see that Stefelebots can take the lead, and then they can kind of sit back a little further and force Genesis out of their shell. But as we see it now, Genesis has taken the lead, not just one goal, but two, and we see them really focusing on just keeping every ball out, not overcommitting to a single thing.
Well, it's not like Stefelebots hasn't had chances. It seems like they've been in the other team's half quite a bit as that one goes off the post and now off the other post. But Stefelebots just needs to put one on frame here. Force a save or maybe even just a mistake for a goal. But here comes Pluto over to Classics, who's spinning around the air, but Stev slows that one down. Now Vafele popping that one up. The pressure on from Stefelebots as Classics makes contact with that. Pluto with the flick on. Is this one going in? What a flick from Pluto.
Oh, did you see the clear on that one, Corelli? That was incredible. Look at this clear from Classics straight to Pluto. Such good understanding. And Pluto actually timing his second jump right then.
Flip around.
Oh, Pluto and Classics embracing the interweave with those anime cat ears.
Anime ears. Here comes Classics with the freestyle. Vafele put a stop to that, and Genesis is going to be taking game one.
Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Right.
But really doing it in a lot more dominant of a fashion than I would have expected. Stefelebots had a few chances, but unfortunately those chances were really too far between, right? You know what I mean? It's just not enough of them.
I just don't think they were dangerous enough. As we see Classics, of course, going to be changing his car as he usually does for whatever reason. Yeah, I think that Stefelebots just had a lot of chances. I mean, you take a look at the shots. What is that? 7 shots coming out from them to the 12 of Genesis. So, I mean, 12 and 7 obviously aren't that close, but, I mean, it's a lot of shots for both teams.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not like Stefelebots didn't have chances. Of course, they had to make 7 saves. But I feel like they just could have been more threatening on their offensive
I definitely agree
plays. But, I mean, you know, great plays coming out from Genesis. That last goal, of course,
that last goal was beautiful to watch.
Fantastic. And, you know, I think Genesis didn't win that game off of just purely being better. I think it was just Stefelebots not creating enough chances.
I mean, that's kind of what I say where it's too far, too little, whatever.
Yeah.
I think Stefelebots really had a few opportunities, but they rushed a lot of them, which is what I thought ended them prematurely, right? We saw Vafele with a 1v1 against, I think it was Pluto?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Chrome. But he had the 1v1, and he just kind of smacks it straight off the backboard when instead he could have taken a slower approach, got the ball bouncing, gone for a dribble instead maybe.
Well, we're into game 2 here. Genesis winning, or excuse me, in the lead of the series 1-0. This is a best of 3 as JamesBot hitting his team out early with an early 15-second goal. A great pass coming out from Stev.
I mean, wow, what a pass. Pushing that ball straight to the center where there's not a single defender from this Genesis team. A team we were crediting for their defense, having that team-wide lapse.
The power of the pigeon coming through for JamesBot. As Chrome is able just to pick one off of the defense, and it's a tie game.
I'm not quite sure exactly how he got this through so easily. One member of Stefel... Oh, he left the goal. I think Stev would have been much better off there not leaving the goal. He left the goal, and he was never going to get to that ball first. So all really Chrome had to do was get the ball around Stev, and it was a wide-open goal.
1-1 game here. We're not even 30 seconds in. This Classics trying to stay on this ball. Can't connect as he's now using the Batmobile. He wasn't using the Batmobile before, right? I think he changed his car.
No, he was using the Dominus.
Yeah. Backflip coming out from him. Stev, a good clear out into open space. He tries to follow this one up. He almost gets the dunk. Pluto on the wall. Dangerous for Stefelebots. He gets a great touch. JamesBot, a good pass out to Vafele. 1v1 against Chrome. Trying to get the mind game. He doesn't get it, but he does get the good touch. Chrome able to block that one. Good defense coming out from Chrome. Vafele tries to get the clear. Here comes Stev. A good touch out. Vafele trying to flick it on. He does. Good touch from him. Chrome being that defensive rock for Genesis right now. It's Vafele popping this one. Moving this one along as Classics brings that one down, forcing a win in that 1v1 situation. Pluto able to clean up Stev's shot. Here comes Pluto again, trying to chase that one off the dribble. Good touch by Chrome. Plays this one up and over Vafeli. Chrome trying to follow this one up. Can he get there? Hit by Pluto, but it doesn't go in. Now Classic's following up off the crossbar. Genesis can't put it away. Pluto, another shot from him. Popped up by Stev. Genesis looking for another follow-up. It's Pluto again. This ball just comes out towards the mid. Vafeli trying to bring this one down, but Chrome's right in front of him. Now JamesBot chasing this one along. Stefelebots trying to hang in there as Genesis is knocking on the door. Stev trying to go for the redirect, doesn't get it. Vafeli still on the ball, trying to beat the last defender, or the second to last defender. He does, but Classics getting in the way of that one. This ball just going back and forth right now, but it's still a tie game as we come into halftime.
Neither team really able to find a way through. A lot of close opportunities like we just see right in front of us, but unfortunately they don't pay off, and that's because we see so much pressure from both teams in each other's halves. They're just kind of, like we said before, waiting for that perfect moment, waiting for the opportunity that they can take the risk to overcommit, because you know what? The chance of getting a reward is so high.
Pluto playing that one off the wall, but Vafeli getting in the way of that one. Classics. Not sure if he intended to do that, but it did work out for him as that ball comes out straight into the middle of the pitch. Pluto playing that over to his teammate, but that one comes straight back at him. It's a chance for Stefelebots trying to materialize here. JamesBot gets it past one. It comes back out to him. No one from his team is able to follow that one up, but Stev able to interrupt that aerial as Genesis defense is spread out. Pluto, a good double touch by him, just keeping the ball out of the hands of Stefelebots as he beats two. Great touch by Stev just to slow down the attack, let his teammates come back. Stefelebots formulating attack. JamesBot, another one, goes over his head off the backflip. So here comes Stev, though, trying to play this one in net. Chrome able to flick this one away, and this is going to be a dangerous ball for Stefelebots. It bounces right in front of the goal, and Chrome able to follow that one all the way down the field and put it in.
Really well done here from Chrome to see his teammates pass the opportunity. One hit all the way off the backboard, and he waits patiently to see if Vafeli's going to miss, and that's so important because that gives him this opportunity to take his time with the shot as opposed to just rushing in and potentially hitting it into Vafeli and losing out on that goal opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it's so smart from him just to realize that he knew that was an awkward ball for Vafeli and sticking with the play, I guess. But Stev coming across, putting that one away, and Classics just left the match as this game gets tied up 2-2. What a touch from him.
Stev firing back. What a nice shot. Actually just reading and having enough time to turn his car back around.
Hopefully Classics can join back here soon as there's 45 seconds left and their team needs him desperately as they're one game away from the finals. Can Chrome and Pluto stay in this? Chrome flicking this one on as that one might just drop in and Pluto follows it up. The 2v3. Genesis goes up by one goal.
I cannot believe this. Pluto, what a pass back to Chrome, and look how slow Stefelebots are. They're so unfortunate that that ball goes off the corner of the stadium, the top corner, right, where it bounces straight back down, but it bounces straight back down and in.
Great touch from Chrome as Pluto able to slam that one home for insurance. Pluto coming off the ceiling, but can't get that one to work out. Chrome just trying to buy some time for Pluto to get back as this is a 2v3 for him, but they're up by one goal, and with 10 seconds left, they just got to hold on. Not overcommit. Smart play by Chrome, not going for that, but here comes the attack from Stefelebots. Slowed down by Chrome and Pluto. It's an open net for him. They score 2 goals without Classics.
Classics was the problem.
Classics is the problem.
No, really, I'm not quite sure what Stefelebots are doing right here. When you're in this situation and you need to score and it's a 2v3 scenario, all you need to do is say, okay, look, one person, bump. The other person, bump. Right? And then...
I mean, eventually Genesis is going to spread themselves out and they won't be able to
defend the goal at the same time as avoiding a demo.
So just play safe until they mess up or run out of boost. Eventually they're going to. But Genesis just went to the finals in a 2v3 for the last 45 seconds. Not only that, but they scored 2 goals with one man down. I hope Classics doesn't come back.
I